We got an update on VeChain as well as some other information that you should consider, because this makes me even more bullish on the $1 price that I believe we will see in the next 9 to 12 months. Please remember that I am not a financial advisor, and before you do anything with your money or invest, you should seek the help of a professional. By the way, if you're interested in some altcoin gems, my next video is about some altcoin gems that you will definitely want to hear about. So subscribe, hit the bell for notification, and I will bring those to you in my very next video. Now, why is VeChain so bullish? Well, VeChain developers have recently discussed that they are working to fork Uniswap. And there will be an Ethereum bridge. Just to put this in context, let me explain that in January, Uniswap had over $30 billion worth of trading. So for those of you that don't understand how this affects a network, much of Ethereum's value is due to Uniswap. Now, Ethereum is a big ecosystem, so it goes far beyond Uniswap. But with that type of volume, understand that when you're using Uniswap, you have to use ETH. So when you hold ETH, that helps the price. Also, if any of you haven't seen what's been going on lately with Binance Smart Chain, we are seeing the same thing. So if you looked at the price of BNB and you've seen it basically mooning, that is because pancakeswap, which is another version of Uniswap, but it's on the Binance Smart Chain. So because you have to hold BNB, that is why we're seeing the price of BNB rocket. So I want you to imagine that coming to VeChain. And the beauty of that as well is the fees on Ethereum, which I've spoken about in several videos, are just getting crazy. Now, I do believe Ethereum will find a way to fix this with their 2.0, but as for now, if VeChain is to do this, where this is great is the price prediction that I had previously given was not even based off of the extra amount of activity that would be brought to the chain with a fork of Uniswap. This brings a lot of attention, and the price and fees would be far cheaper than currently on Uniswap. So you can see where that activity and the interaction with VeChain token is going to cause the price to go up. So this is by no means a small thing. If they're able to do this, this is going to be really big. See, much of VeChain's price thus far, pretty much all of it, has been solely based off of real world use case. That's what the beauty of it is. This is the one crypto almost that has sheerly done everything it's done off of real world use case, not other things such as just speculation. When they take VeChain and add crypto narratives to it and crypto use case to it, such as the ability to do swaps, it is going to send this token into hyperdrive. At the same time, as time goes on, the vtho tokens are getting burned, so over time, the price on that is going to go up. So the tokenomics on VeChain are excellent as well. We've got just the real world use case, put it with a possible Uniswap fork. Amazing things are starting to happen to VeChain, and for this reason, I'm even more positive about that $1 price prediction and beyond.
So what else is bullish right now about VeChain? The rumor of a Coinbase listing is getting larger and larger, and I do believe that this is going to happen. This will further help with mass adoption of VeChain. And if you haven't seen it yet, basically any coin that goes on Coinbase pumps. And with all the already positive news and speculation around VeChain, this could really be a catalyst that pushes it to that next level. Something that you're really going to want to pay attention to throughout this cycle is I'm starting to hear the sentiment from many that the traditional 4-year cycle may be broken. I try to stick with historical data to suggest when the bull market will end, but I will say this, it's something that you have to stay up to date with. Essentially, daily, weekly, monthly, but I'm starting to hear people within Wall Street and the stock market that really understand that market start to talk about how Bitcoin is becoming the norm. You have hedge funds, you have CEOs really talking about buying Bitcoin for the long run. Were this to happen, I don't know that we'll see the drop off that the previous market cycles have had, and I do believe it can cause an extended run. So for example, say we did get a $500,000 Bitcoin. That is going to outpace what the planned top for BTC was during this market cycle. Were that to happen, that should also mean that the altcoins will get an extended market cycle as well. And at the end of the cycle, there would be more money from BTC pouring over into the alts to get those parabolic gains. So that's something to pay attention to as well, because for the most part, whenever I myself give a price prediction, I'm basing it off of the 4-year cycle. So that's another reason why, if you want to stay up to date, you should subscribe, because I will continually, on the coins that I talk about, I will be giving updates because things do change and it's important to stay up to date on those. For those of you that don't use Coinbase, I will leave a link in the description. If you use it, you will get $10 in BTC. I will as well. Feel free to use it. If you don't, it makes me no difference. But I will say that VeChain is not on there yet. So obviously you would be signing up for Coinbase to buy other things than VeChain. So I just want to reiterate that it's obviously not on Coinbase yet. But I do believe that Coinbase is a good starting place for when people get into crypto, because it does make it simple. Then typically people branch out from there to other exchanges. As far as the price, currently we are right about 5.1 cent for VeChain. I anticipate in the short term, and I mean really soon, that we will go to around 8 cent. So I think we're going to get another nice move upward. I'm very excited about that, but still, I'm even more bullish on the prediction I gave. And by the way, if you want to know more about VeChain and in depth more on why I'm bullish overall and how the project works, you can just hit that link up there. And the video that I did previously will explain it with good detail. So I just wanted to bring those updates, and I really like this project. I'm very excited, even more so now, because of the fact that we have a real world use case. Now we're getting better tokenomics with it, and it's just really starting to come together. The team at VeChain is really on top of it. They're doing a phenomenal job. And we are going to see major growth, in my opinion, throughout this bull market. And I'll also say this, in my mind, is possibly one of the strongest long-term holds out there. And that is because of its use case. Whether you want to hold it long-term or capitalize on this cycle and buy back in, that is up to you. But I certainly do feel very good about VeChain in the short term, meaning 6-7 months, and in the long term, 5-10 years. I think this project is going to be around to stay, and I do certainly believe if they can fork Uniswap, and they did mention that as far as legality, they're trying to make sure everything's okay there, although these things are open source. So I respect the fact they're trying to stay on the up and up about it, but if this happens, this is going to be great for the project. And as far as the investors, I'm going to imagine it would be great for their pockets. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content, subscribe, hit the like for me. Please leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. I think anyone will tell you I'm pretty good about getting back with people. I certainly try my best. And I look forward to the next video on altcoin gems that you are going to want to pay attention to. And I'll see you next time.